Good morning. Hey Thomas, hey Don. Monday stream, I'm off today. It's Memorial Weekend here, and so work is closed today, so I thought I'd come hang out with you guys a little bit. Thought I'd do a little collect-in. Morning, Decky. Just relax a little bit. No real agenda, just wanted to hang out. I don't even know if I'll worry about dailies or anything. I might just get straight into collecting. Morning, Sir Doug. Hope everybody's having a good day today. We'll keep our camp going, though, so I'm going to do a resupply real quick.
Okay, don't ask me how I know this, but some of our fellow traders are having some transportation difficulties. Stranded at the mercy of brigands and outlaws. So we can play nice or we can play smart.
It'd be nice if I could go back to my old work schedule and stream during the days in the morning. Hey, Kieran. Appreciate that. Thank you. I do miss weekday streams for sure. Am I right outside? I think I'm right outside Strawberry. What's everybody up to today? You guys working today? Off today? I probably should have moved areas. I did have somebody come into camp and like shoot at me while I was AFK. I don't know if that's them on the left or not. Probably should just go into defensive mode. I don't have to deal with anybody today. Hey Raven, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I just have one. I figured I could get in a little stream today. We'll just do some collecting for a little while. I have one more quiz I need to do for my law class that's due tomorrow, so I'll probably do that later today after the stream. But then I can't do the midterm until Friday, I think. And I can't start the next like half of the class until after the midterm because he's got it locked. So that's fine. I think I'll do the quiz later today after stream, and then what I'll probably do is do the next chapter for the entrepreneurship class. Tired. I've been at a classic car race event all weekend. There was a lot of cool cars though, and it's just around the corner from where I live. That's neat. Do you have a favorite like classic car? I don't know anything about cars. I can identify very few. I can identify some, but not too many. Avoid behind that tree. Not allowed. Can I loot this guy? Okay. We've done this one in a while. Let's see if we get a treasure map looting these bodies. I'm single now. Gotta find a man who likes to play Red Dead. Preach. Red Dead's like sort of my cozy game without actually being a cozy game. I mean, I have other games now that are like cozy games that I play, but I do miss the simplicity and the comfort of playing Red Dead with a group of people. Yeah, maybe we'll start up evening streams again where we get a group in here. All I play is Red Dead 2 online. Nice. I definitely play other stuff now as well. I do love Red Dead. It is cozy and relaxing. I agree. A lot of the people that I play with just don't play Red Dead anymore. And that's a lot of the reason why I haven't been playing it as much. But also, like, I do have other stuff that I enjoy too. I'm playing Horizon right now. Of course, at the end of the day, I'm a single, like a single person gamer mostly. Red Dead's one of the main games I play online. I was playing a lot of Fortnite. I don't know if I'll play Fortnite again. We'll see. Not really, but I bought a charity drive in a Ford GT40 Roadster. It's from the late 60s, early 70s. 47 horsepower power on a street track with concrete walls all around. It was wild. Yeah, I would not be able to picture what that is. I could name a couple, like, if I saw them. There's a few that I could maybe name, but yeah. My knowledge of cars mostly is, ooh, is it pretty? There's a, is it Jeep? I can't remember. There's a teal color that comes, I want to say it's a certain Jeep that does it. It's so pretty. Like, I want it so bad for my car. It's like this prettiest teal color. I could join sometime if that would help. Just hit me up. I don't like being clingy. Yeah, what I would love to do is in the evenings maybe try to get some streaming going again where we get in a nice cozy group. I think my concern too with the group thing way back when was we just got a lot of tough personalities and it became difficult to manage both the, I don't even want to say adults, because I definitely had some teenagers that were really chill in as well, and I definitely had some adults that were not chill. It's a balance. Like, yeah, I'm in my cozy game era right now. I just want some nice chill relaxing. But I'll definitely put it, if I am streaming where I'm open to having people join, I'll definitely be like, hey, anybody who wants to join, like, obviously anybody I know who's not on my friends list, because you may have been on my friends list at one point, and when I had to delete everybody, like, you might not be back on there, but I'm always happy to add people that have been around. I'm thinking about trying to do that like once or twice a week. I think my school schedule I've got pretty under control right now. The only thing I'm concerned about is with my work changing. I might not be able to do... So I do use work to do a little bit of schoolwork right now, which my manager gave me permission to do. And I'm thinking that because the workload's going to be changing, like, that might change a little bit. So I might have to do a little bit more in the evenings. Whereas now I can do a little bit more at work, and it kind of cuts down on the amount of time at home I have to spend. Okay, we're just going to pick an area and go collect a little bit. Let's see. All right, where do we want to go? Well, we could start right in Blackwater. I feel like that's my go-to spot for collecting. You know what? We're pretty close to Strawberry, so we're going to go up through Strawberry, down through Tall Trees, over to Blackwater to begin with. Older cars had the best colors. I do agree. Like, nowadays, all we see, for the most part, are black, gray, and white. Those are, like, the main colors. Post the pics of the car in Discord. Nice. Let me see. Oh, okay. All right. That's fancy. That is not what I was picturing at all. That's pretty cool. Very nice, very nice. I'm the one that goes around chilling with my horse doing daily challenges. We'll see whenever you feel like it. Okay, sounds good. Hey, Braytech. Yeah, that's usually me. I'm just in the era of like collecting and doing dailies and just riding around on my horse. All right, let's see. Sometimes I do get a little obsessive with my collector runs, but it has been a little while, I'm not gonna lie. I do need to finish Horizon. I started playing. You know what it is about Horizon? It's a beautiful game. The mechanics are great. I like don't mind playing it all. It's kind of a mess story, you know? The story is not pulling me in. It's the furthest I've ever gotten, so I do want to complete it. I'm probably if I can tell based off the stories, I think I'm probably about halfway through. Go fishing and hunting in this game. Yeah, I don't do that too much, but like that's ultimate cozy. Like, yeah, relaxing. This is such like a mental health game for sure.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir? Sometimes I just go sit on my horse and like just watch the wildlife. I do wish that there were more wildlife interactions in online like they are in story. So sometimes I'll log in with Arthur and just go sit somewhere because the world is a little bit more alive in story in terms of interactions with wildlife and stuff. So yeah, I do want to finish Horizon, and if it ends well, I kind of want to do Forbidden West just to do it, because like everybody talks about how amazing they are, so I kind of like want to do that. But I think it'll depend on how it ends. If I still feel kind of like meh at the end of the story, then I don't know.
Hello.
Maybe I wouldn't continue on. But I do want to finish that because I started it. Bum, bum. Maximum positive honor. Another thing I'm in the middle. I haven't been watching a lot of like TV or like movies or anything. Thomas, thank you so much for becoming a member of the Pew Pew crew. 3 months. Appreciate you. A coworker, although she's not my coworker anymore, technically, she got a new job, has been talking about Bridgerton forever. Hey, Kratos, how's it going? Live on a Monday. Yeah. Monday afternoon for you, Monday morning for me. It won't be a regular occurrence, obviously. Like, I'm off today because it's a holiday here in the States. Yeah, I guess my evening streams too, like that cuts out anybody overseas, which is a bummer. But I don't get off work till 4, so I wouldn't be able to start until like 4:35 if I do that. The only channel I have a membership on. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have too many memberships on YouTube. I think just Duckies, and I think my credit card expired, so I gotta fix that. And I only have one on Twitch right now. I'm being very selective about my memberships. So I did start watching Bridgerton. It's a hoot. The nice thing about Bridgerton is it's only 8 episodes per season, so like I don't have to be too invested with my time because it's like 8 episodes. So I'm on season 3 right now, and it is ridiculous, but it's also funny. Holiday in Norway too. Okay, some Christian thing going on. Don't know what it's called in English. Gotcha. Yeah, we have Memorial Day today, so this is where we kind of like honor and remember fallen soldiers. So it's always weird. It's like, I feel weird saying Happy Memorial Day because it's kind of like a somber thing, sort of. Because you're remembering and honoring those that like died in combat or gave their lives serving the country. Whereas Labor Day, you're honoring those that serve in the military, which is in September. Holiday here as well in the UK. Okay, so holidays going on everywhere. Nice. Yeah, we have today off, and then we do have a day in June off. I'm pretty sure in the middle of the week. Most channels are watching the regular with plenty already, and they charge 3 times as much. I do want to sort of revamp mine and just take it down to the lower setting, but you can't do that without canceling everybody, so I've kind of just left it the way they are for now and let people choose. When I first set it up, I was encouraged to do 2 tiers, and I was able... Oh, okay. I forgot it was the flower I was going for. And I was able to do more to kind of like differentiate between the tiers. And then when I moved and my job changed and everything, I wasn't able to do that as much. So I sort of feel bad because I don't have a lot of differentiation between them other than cost. But I'm like, people can decide if they want to support a little bit more, they can. If they want to do the lower amount, which is totally fine. Like, I'm okay with that too. Because I would want to change it and just have 1 tier, but I can't do that right now. So it's kind of a bummer. I wish YouTube would let you make changes and then like maybe send out a notice and like let people decide, I guess. But unfortunately, they don't have that option. Yeah, that's what I'm fine with as well. But it won't let me to like change everybody to that. If I ever get to the point where like I'm actively trying to like grow the channel again, what am I going for here? A card? But it's not in here. Then I will, I'll probably revamp some stuff at some point. Oh, it's in the outhouse. That's right. The glasses breaking there sound like gunshots. Dirty people, look at this. Clean this mess up. Can you imagine like trying to go out to the outhouse at late at night and you like cut your foot on something? Actually, probably a good idea not to be barefoot in an outhouse anyway. Who puts a card in the outhouse as well? You know, they were in there. They were doing some light reading. As long as boys spend in the bathroom, that card ain't enough reading. You know, whole novel. Like, what the fuck are you doing in there? Get out. Do your business and get out. I probably should be looking to see what I need and trying to fill in. I don't think we're gonna get... Hey, David, how's it going? I don't think... What do we think's gonna be next month? Do we think... Ooh, okay. I think I needed that. I think I needed a gold dollar. I did. I didn't have any gold dollars, so I did need one. Nice. Okay, excellent. It was a good pool this morning so far. Are we thinking like bounty hunter or something for next month? One of these days I'm gonna start tracking it, so when you guys ask me, I can have a more intelligent answer. I hear dads take longer in the bathroom just for a little alone time. I mean, yeah, that makes total sense. I think moms probably do the same thing too when they need some alone time. In story mode, there is a mission where a guy is in the toilet. Have you ever done story and played? And in Strawberry, there's a guy that's like hiding in there because somebody's trying to, like, I don't know, there's somebody like searching for him. And I think you can either give him away or you can keep him hidden, but he's like in the actual like hole of the toilet. Can you imagine? Oh my God, can you imagine? Look, growing up, we used to go, family friends of ours had a a trailer up in Pennsylvania, and we used to go there like 3 times a year. So actually this like Memorial Weekend would be one weekend where we would go for the weekend. It was, I don't remember how many hours away, but a good like 3-4 hours at least. I think 4.5 maybe, I don't know. I was a kid when we were going, so I don't remember the exact time, but we used to go, we used to hang out. It was a ton of fun. I loved doing that. But at first, and even after that, there was sort of an indoor toilet, but you had to like flush it with a bucket. But like for the most part, it was just an outhouse. That's all we had access to, or the woods. And let me tell you, at midnight, 1 a.m. when I woke up and had to pee, it was the woods, because I'm walking down to the outhouse where there's maybe bears. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, I have experience with an outhouse, and let me tell you, you could not pay me enough to hide in there. Like, not enough money in the world to get down in the hole of that outhouse. No, thank you. Especially because it's a bunch of guys that would go up there, and they used it to go like deer hunting and stuff. It's not a pleasant place at all. Ooh, okay, what alcohol bottle is that? Okay, do I want to go all the way up there? Ooh, salvage. I don't know if I've been in the mood for salvage today. Let's see if we have... Oh, I don't have any old Tom Jones. Okay, we're gonna go up that way. It's also part of the weekly set as well. Good thing there are no bears where I live. Actually, surprisingly, so there's bears there. Bears where I used to live. There's bears down here. I don't know that there's bears in the city I live in right now. But there are bears in Florida. Florida is such a wild place too, because you can have like a bear, a gator, and like a mountain lion or a cougar or whatever, like all on the same video feed. It's kind of crazy. I was just talking the other day about how, like, probably because I'm living in apartments right now, that I don't see too many spiders down here, so it's much better, because where I used to live, like, man, you get the big spiders all the time, and probably because I've always lived in more, like, country, or, like, just an area where they would come into the house more. I saw my first little teeny tiny spider in quite a while. Oh, a bear. Speaking of bears, we don't have, well, we got black bears. I don't know about grizzly bears. Oh, look, there's a black bear, too. Bears for days. They heard us talking about them. I hear there are plenty of cougars in Florida. Cougars. And yeah, little teeny tiny spider in the house. I was like, I was just talking about how you guys didn't come in here. What are you doing? Probably because there's so many love bugs in here right now. They came in to get some food. Mmm, tasty morsels. The name cougar is ruined for me. I mean, I do think of an older female when I hear cougar all the time. Because I am around a bunch of guys. I guess not anymore. I guess, well, I mean, when I stream, obviously, it's a higher male population that's here typically. But at work now, like, it's all women for the most part. It's like the first time in my life that I've worked with mostly females versus men. But we are hiring someone new, and we interviewed 4 different people, and the strongest candidate and the one they offered the job to is a guy. He seems pretty nice. He seems kind of goofy, which would be good. We need good energy in the place, and if it's gonna be a guy, like a nice goofy nerdy guy would be appreciated, instead of a, you know, I don't know. Do I need to go upstream or downstream for this? Woo! Okay, we're gonna have to go off the side. No, I'm stuck. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, like I've worked with women, which is the opposite of my entire life, basically. Because most of the jobs that I've worked, it's been mostly men that I've worked with. Hey, Jess, how's it going? I just realized I didn't edit the stream. Okay, I need to get rid of the leaderboard stuff. That drives me crazy. Stream settings, edit. Save. Alright, let's do that. Oh, I didn't see. What'd I get? I need to work on my fossils for sure. What do you prefer? There are pros and cons working with women compared to working with men. So I would say coworker wise, my female coworkers have been fine as an adult. As a kid, not so much. Female coworkers tend, it's hard. It can be harder to work with a lot of women, depending on who the women are. I know that's sort of seems like I'm about to say kind of a stereotype here. It's the same with men. Men can be assholes too. So my experiences with male coworkers is a little bit better typically than female coworkers. When you work with like nice, chill, relaxing guys who are respectful and not idiots, then it's good because you guys can be a little bit more less bothered by stuff, I guess. Whereas when you're a woman, you know, women are naturally more emotional and more like prone to anxiety, like looking at the details, like worrying about the details, whereas men sometimes are maybe a little too relaxed sometimes. But my experiences as an adult have all been fine. Now, upper management, my experiences are that women are worse in upper management. Hey, Aiden, how's it going? Yay for 3-day weekends, said every parent ever. Oh, no. Yeah, that's true. If you're a working single adult, 3-day weekends are the best. If you're a parent, it's like, oh my gosh, why do you have to stay home today? So my experience down here, well, even up north, like my experience with like women in upper management has not been super pleasant. And we'll leave it at that. I've had some bad male bosses too. So the thing is that the flip side is you can get male coworkers or male bosses that are horrible to work for because they're sexist, they make inappropriate comments. Like that's out there as well. I've just been very lucky that I've not had to deal with that for the most part. So I heard there was a plan to reintroduce bears and wolves back into the UK, and I have mixed feelings. Yes, it'll help the deer population, but I think the UK is not as spacious as it once was. I mean, that's the biggest problem with wildlife nowadays, is just that with land being used for homes and stuff and encroaching on territories, it can be a little bit more of a struggle to coexist with wildlife well. And so that's definitely always the concern. Like we have that concern here as well in the States, just because you'll have wildlife that comes into residential territory, but it's not their fault. Like that's where they live. All right, where is this coin? At least he stopped waking up at 4 a.m. and it's consistently 6 a.m. Well, that's nice at least. 4 a.m. is very early. 6 a.m. is still very early. But at least it's not 4 a.m. I did not sleep very well last night. I was up till... I did take a nap yesterday, so that's partially the problem. I was up till like 2, and then I woke... I set an alarm for 8:30 because I just didn't want to sleep super late, but I was woke up at like 8 o'clock. Went for a walk. It is very humid outside right now. So I didn't stay out as long as I'd planned because I was starting to get like a little bit of a headache with the heat and humidity. I'm medically retired and not a parent, so every day is weekend for me. Yeah. Wolf came to Denmark some years ago and have settled on a place to translate to Wolf's Castle of all places. There's this place where they're building. I know there was some criticism from somebody that I don't really like. I forget who it was that I was watching. But it's like a wildlife overpass, basically, where they build out like almost a bridge for wildlife to go over like a major highway. And it has been shown, studies have been shown that it reduces animals being hit on the highway, which also helps with like I mean, your like people property as well. People are criticizing it, I guess, because it's taking so long and like they don't see the point of it. But I was like, the point of it is that wildlife's going to cross there no matter what, and this way they can do it safely. And they've shown that wildlife will use the bridge if it's an option. All right, I'll be right back in me like 20 seconds. Okay. Whoops. Fix that. Yeah, but that's like the problem with building up society, I guess, is where do the wildlife go? You know? And what some people don't understand is like every ecosystem needs to have that apex predator to be a healthy, thriving system. So if you're going to kill all the predators, then you have an overpopulation of the prey, which throws everything out of balance. Like particularly in the oceans, which people don't realize because people are like, there will be a shark attack or whatever. The chances of dying due to a shark attack are so incredibly rare. But like it's traumatic when you hear it or see it or around it, that it's I mean, obviously it's a very traumatic thing. So some people are like, oh, well, I just wish they would kill all the sharks. But I was like, you understand how that would affect the oceans, right? Like you have to have sharks in the ocean for it to be a healthy ecosystem. My phone keeps going off and it's like telling me all these items on my wish list that are on sale. PlayStation must be having a sale right now. So it's definitely a problem, but like, I mean, what's the solution? Honestly, we only have one Earth. They've started going into town, and city slickers say someone must be feeding them, when in reality it's because deers go into town as well. Yeah, I mean, they don't know. It's just like the area they live in. You know, I guess eventually they learn maybe what areas not to go into, but... okay, I didn't mark another spot. So let's see. There's actually not too much in the plains right now. But we did get that one good coin, which was nice. I don't know why I have these eggs marked here. This is weird. What is this? This is goose egg. Do I really need goose eggs? Deer in New Zealand got very scrawny due to overpopulation at one point. Yeah, I mean, when you have overpopulation of a prey species, like, yeah, there's a lot of disease, like, not enough food. You know, all kinds of stuff. So having that apex predators is important. I actually don't have any goose eggs, so yeah, we'll grab this. What I want to start doing, because I don't think collector month is going to be next month, so I want to start doing over the next month is start building up my collections just for funsies. What I really should do, honestly, is log into my other account. Maybe I'll start doing that in the evenings. We'll log on to my secondary account and start building that up. I want to have another account where I can have horses for like videos and stuff. And I probably should get at least a little bit on my one account that I use to... I can't even fast travel. I have no food for me or my horse, so I just have to load in and go to the tailor. It's the account that I look at for... trying to figure out which item is free for the monthly rewards, because I don't have most of it on that account, so I can be like, oh, this is the free color variant, because they don't tell you which color it is. They're just like blue, and I'm like, well, there's 3 blues, so I don't know. I think they plan to reintroduce them to the UK. They need to have like a hotline to deal with them. Hey, Rady Gaming, how's it going? I don't know how anybody just couldn't love this beautiful Roman nose. Look at this beautiful Clod River. I love it. I loves it. Okay, let's go in to Thieves Land and grab these, and we'll come back out and go north. Like, relocate them to go back to cities. I don't trust half the agents in my area not to go after them. Yes. Howdy, nothing personal. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Down here, I think... So, alligators aren't as dangerous as some people think they are. But it's still a wild animal. They can still kill you. But they're not like... It's not like crocodiles, for example. Crocodiles are aggressive. You're in a lot more danger if you're around a crocodile. Whereas you could be in the same water swimming as an alligator, and for the most part, they're going to leave you alone. Obviously, there are accidents that happen. There are tragic things that happen that involve loss of life with an alligator. But they're not as dangerous as people think. But because of that, I think people down here get it in their brains that they can, like, wrangle an alligator and, like, move them. And I'm like, no, just because they're not going to aggressively attack you necessarily doesn't mean they're not going to kill you when you try to do what you've seen, like, Steve Irwin do, jumping on the back of them. You know, I mean, you can't just hop on top of an alligator and, like, think you're going to somehow win that battle. So I do feel like people tend to be a little overconfident in their abilities to deal with them down here. I worry more for the animal. Oh, 100%. Because the second something happens, that they're just going to kill the animal, even though it's not its fault. So, I have the same cloud. I call him Nimbus. Aw, I like that name. This is Astarion. I've never done a full playthrough of Baldur's Gate, but if you've ever played Baldur's Gate Astarion, you know. Gators be chilling, Crocs be the spicy. Yes, it's true. Like, if I had to, if somebody was like, we're gonna drop you off into the middle of water, and in this water are going to be crocodiles, and this water are going to be gators, and in this water are going to be like bull sharks. Like, I'm picking the gators. Like, come on. That's your best chance for survival. The gators. Rockstar's doing a ban wave on GTA 5. Oh no, what happened to GTA 5 now? I remember when they did this huge ban wave for something that people did, like, I don't know, it was a long time, like a year or so previously. And they did the ban in such a way that they didn't actually ban players, but they deleted all of their stuff. So people who had like bought items or had like legacy items or like original items that had nothing to do with the dupe or the glitch or whatever, lost them. So I know a lot of people that stopped playing GTA that day. I think I could take on a single wolf if it came down to it, but only if I can get control of the head very quickly, but they're generally not very brave. Just don't corner them. Yeah. I think that it is entirely dependent on, when it comes to a wild animal, like how healthy are they? Like how committed are they? Yeah. Like if you can like, you know, get your legs wrapped around their neck, maybe you might have a chance. Just start squeezing. I've no I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but I definitely do not believe that I could survive at all against like most wild animals. Like, let's say a grizzly bear. Nope, dead. Polar bear, deader than dead. Dead. Silverback gorilla, dead. Like DED dead. Tiger dead. Lion dead. Like, you just gotta hope that they do not want to kill you in that moment, and they're not looking for a meal. Hey Zhuo, how's it going? Are you working today? We were just talking about who has holidays and who doesn't have holidays today a little bit ago. So we have holiday here, and there's some holidays across the pond as well in some different areas. I'm working, no holiday for me. Gotcha. Just do the peacock thing with your jacket and yell loudly, and they should run away because you look big and scary. Yeah, that'll work for some. I don't think that works for like grizzlies and polar bears and stuff though. So it's Memorial Day today for us in the States. And so today is the day we're celebrating fallen soldiers, people who died serving the country. So it's a little bit of a somber holiday. Okay. Oh, he's petting my horse, so I can't do anything. Wolf fancy bow. Morning, John. How's it going? Let's see. Oh, I didn't even look at dailies. We could have looked at dailies. There's a dog that keeps escaping around my area, and it always ends up on the local Facebook page, and there's comments that this dog attacked my dog, and then under it's someone going, he's an absolute sweetheart, so I feel like some people may try to adopt it, and the others heard it. Yeah. Does the dog belong to somebody? I do very much dislike irresponsible pet owners, especially if you have a dog that is a little bit more aggressive. Because dogs that are more aggressive can live happily in a family, but you have to be responsible about it. Shua, thank you so much for the 60 months. It is worth celebrating. Appreciate you. That is a long time. Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. That was for wolves. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like you're right with wolves. Yeah. Oh, real time. Congratulations. That's awesome. Are you my brothers both went in the Marines. I know they had to take that. Is that you're going into the Navy? You are already in the Navy? You're like, what's the timeline on that? Because I can't remember back to when they were both joining the Marines and how that worked with all that. I mean, I guess I don't know that they had to take that. I had friends that do it for the Army, I believe. Because they were doing like Army right out of high school. Going. Okay, nice. Well, thank you so much for your service that you're going to be doing. I'm always so appreciative of people that do that because I could never. It's not something I could ever do, so I'm so appreciative of people that do go in. And even if it's for... I know some people just go because they want to get an education and stuff, and that's cool too. Like, I get it. But the people that go in and like they even if it's just for their 4 years, they want to serve while getting an education. I think that's awesome. It belongs to some people at my sheep, and the owner warned us that it's aggressive and that they still somehow let it get loose. Yeah, so you got to be a little bit more responsible when you've got when you have a dog that's a little bit aggressive. Otherwise, what happens is somebody ends up hurting it or killing it, or it has to get put down because it's attacking people, which is always such a shame because it's not always the dog. It's not the dog's fault. So I watched on Animal Channel where people would set jaguars free. Animals like that person would hop in the cage, would go attack the person that said, oh, yeah. I think it's hilarious when people do shit with wild animals and then they end up getting attacked for it. And I'm like, well, I mean, you probably should have left them alone, you know? Although if you're like trying to rescue and you're like setting them free because you were like rescuing them from a situation and then they turn around and attack you, it's like, I love the AI videos where it's like the wild animal turned back and thanked them for setting it free. And I was like, man, maybe. I passed by this card. Ooh, they're mowing out front. Monday must be a mowing day. Normally at work. I'm at work on a Monday. I can hear. Special operations. That's cool. It's so funny because I've heard very few stories of my brother's training, but it doesn't sound pleasant, the little bit I did. But like, I can't imagine doing stuff like, especially when you're talking about like Navy or like SEALs or like wherever where they have to do all the underwater training. And I'm just like, oh my God, it sounds hideous. Hey, Jose, how's it going? I'm at work right now. Just came by to say hello. I appreciate you saying hello. I hope you have a great day at work as well. I'm gonna go mow later today. That is the one nice thing about renting. I don't have to mow anymore. When I owned my house, like that was one of my least favorite things to do, especially because the guy who owned the I lived in a townhouse, so the guy who owned the one right next to me was so particular about his lawn, and if I mowed my side like a little bit too low, he would just get irritated that it wasn't matching his side, or if I dared touch his side at all. I was like, it's a little tiny strip. If you want it to look the same, when you mow your lawn, just mow that strip that's on my side. It's a little, like, I had more lawn on the other side, so the side closest to him was literally just like the teeniest strip. Like one pass would have done it with a lawnmower. And I'm like, just freaking mow it too. Like, just mow that strip if you want it to look the same. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? I love it. I like the before and after look. I don't mind. I guess I don't, it's not like I mind outdoor work. I like being outside. I just don't like spiders and allergies and all that. I've got news. I got plane tickets for my son and I to visit my boyfriend and his family in June for a week. That's so awesome. I hope you have a great time. I don't have any travel plans. Actually, I don't have any travel plans at all. My mom's coming down around Christmas time. Will be nice. I haven't seen her in a while. This has been probably a year and a half since I've seen anybody in my family. No other travel plans, though. The worst part is it's not the dog's fault if it happens. It's the owner's fault, 100%. Like, if you know you have an aggressive dog, you got to take extra care. You got to be extra careful. Obviously, accidents happen, but you got to know that the consequence of that accident happening, if your dog gets out and it attacks somebody, that, you know, the dog is gonna pay the price, unfortunately. What is the coming role event? I don't know yet. What do we have? One more week to go. Is it next week that it changes over? So I'll probably know Monday, although GTA series, I think, did not put out. They didn't put it out till late last Monday. Let's see. I think we have through next week. I don't know. What are we thinking? Bounty hunter? I don't know. I've just not been paying attention. Through June 1st. Yeah, okay. So June 2nd is the new week. Naturalist. I feel like, when was the last time we had bounty hunter? All right, so we had naturalist here. Trader was last month. Moonshiner was the month before. Blood money was the month before that. Okay, bounty hunter. The last time bounty hunter was January. I think we're probably due for a bounty hunter, honestly. I'd say we're due for bounty hunter or another month where it's like blood money, like stranger mission type things. All right, I think we're gonna go to roads. So I'm gonna put my money on bounty hunter, but I don't know that, obviously. I knew ex-gangsters who were scared of the weirdest stuff, like cows and horses, or getting water in their ears for some reason. Ooh, getting the waters in the ear, though, I can, like, appreciate, because I used to, like, so I haven't been able to take a bath since I've lived down here, like a proper one. I'm not gonna lie, I miss it. It's like I get stressed out and I'm like, man, I really just wish I could hop in like a bubble bath. I can't do that down here. Also, all the places I've been looking at in terms of like houses and stuff, it's like, I swear, these cute little houses that I would love, and they just have showers only. I was like, what the fuck? Nobody down here bathe? Like, you know, in relaxing way. Anyway, but I used to put my head under, and I ended up with this really nasty ear infection one time because, you know, water gets in your ears. And it's no fun. It's no fun when that happens. So if you like swim a lot, I can imagine that's a little bit of a problem. What is my current horse? I'm on the white Clodruber right now. This is Astarion. He's beautiful. Okay, bye, Raven. Thanks for hanging out. There's things you can try to do to stop your pet from escaping. In this case, if he jumps the fence, you can try to build your fence up. Or, like, electric fence or, like, something... Yeah, something that's gonna potentially deter them. It's kind of dark, so I can't really show him off too well. But yeah, White Cloud Ruber. I love him. And I love the saddle with him, this trader saddle. I think it looks so good. Okay, so we got the gold dollars. We got like one good item. Not a lot of good items, though. I'm definitely going to need to start filling the gaps, though. We're going to have to start getting some... I'm sure I have a lot of collections where I'm just missing, like, a couple items. We're going to have to start filling them in. What's everyone's current favorite horse to ride in the game? I go back and forth so much as, like, what I would consider my favorite. I think my main stables are pretty set right now. Like, I have, like, one horse that I'll... move around. I have 2 Cloud... This is why I need so many more stalls, because I have 2 Cloud Rubers, and I really want to own 3, because I want to own the silver as well. Right now, on the black and the white. I would own every Roadster. So right now, I have the gray and the Dapple Buckskin. So on 2 Cloud Rubers, 2 Roadsters, and that's 4 of my 10 stalls right there. Luna is my Hungarian half-bred, my piebald, whom I love. Belladonna, my brown leopard Appaloosa. She's a permanent member of my stables. I love her as well. Whiskey's my Still Grey Breton. I probably would not let him go. Frodo is the one. So this is the spot that I'll change around a little bit. So this is my Dark Bay Shire. And Moose. I guess these are the 2 right now. I have 2 spots right now. I love both of them, but if I had to like trade out to get a horse for video or something, it would probably be one of these. Because I have Moose on my secondary account and I have Frodo on my secondary account. So, and then Shadow, my Black Raven, is a permanent Black Raven with the Nako saddle, only horse I use. Yes. See, and that for the longest time, that the Black Raven was the only one I used as well, because I had to work so hard to get the gold for that. That was back before rolls existed. Yeah, and you know, that was so earning gold was so much harder. Like we had to really work for it back then because you had stranger missions, story missions, daily challenges. I guess that was it. Did we even have daily challenges at first? I can't remember. Your Claude doesn't like you? Oh no. You have the cob? Sweet. So yeah, my Moose is my gypsy cob right now. Upstairs. Question is, which room? This one? Sounds like this one. So let's see, what do I have? Once I have one set of everything, it's so much easier. So what I need to do is I need to complete so I get one full set of everything, because it's so much easier to like look through and just see which one you have. Like, let's say 1 is my limiting. I can just look through and be like, okay, I need this one, this one, this one. Right now I have 2 cards I don't have, so it's harder. I have to go to a different spot to check that. But like, I have all 15 of these, so I can see here are my limiting ones. I only have 1 of all of these, and so these are the ones I would want to focus on to get. But I don't think I have a single card set yet. So yeah, I need to work to get, I only need 1 Pentacle, for example. Maybe I'll do that today before I log off. We'll try to at least get one full set of these, and that way it'll make collecting a little bit easier. Nostalgia and memories from Story. Oh, I think this is one of the cups I need. Where's my cups? Oh no, I do have a 5. Okay, that's not one of the... I need 2 cups, and that is not one of them. But I'll grab it anyway, because I only have 1. Just ranked up to 478. Nice. What am I currently at? Ooh, about to go to 953. I don't know why, but I feel like the 900s are going so much faster than I expected them to. Like, I really expected to be at rank 900 for the next, like, 3 years. Oh, it is on the other side. And I feel like 9 to 950 went so much faster. I think probably doing a lot of the CTAs helped. Because, let's be real, most of my levels were from collecting when I was a lower rank. Do do do. Do 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 do. Alright. 3 of Pentacles. Cool. 2 of those, but we could still go get this one, I guess. And then maybe let's grab the last couple down here, and then I'm gonna see what I need. You're on Red Dead right now? Nice. Yeah, I thought I'd get on, spend a couple hours with you guys, do a little Red Dead this morning. Then we'll do some schoolwork. I pretty much am ready for the work week to start, because I mean, normally I'd be at work today, so... Like, I did my grocery shopping yesterday. I do need to do a little meal prep, so we'll do a little meal prep today. Ooh. Okay, now I don't want this to be an escort, so it's gonna be an escort, isn't it?
You know the Braithwaites? Yeah. Their dogs.
Be an ambush, please. No.
Damn right.
All right, get on the back of my horse, ma'am. We're going to get a couple collectibles, though. Get on the back of my horse. Okay, I was gonna go that way anyway, so that's cool. Okay, I was gonna go that way, so hop on, ma'am, hop on. My goodness, he's taking forever. We're just gonna stop and grab some collectibles. Don't worry, I will keep you safe. If anybody comes after us, I will shoot them. I promise. I will protect you. Whoops. Okay, we have now run over like 3 animals.
Hey, come on. I got a family of degenerates after me.
Okay, look, ma'am, if you want an escort, you are going to have to not be... Ooh, was that one of the pentacles I need? No. I looked it up and I didn't need that one. I was already at 13 out of 14. All right, we're going to grab this fossil. I have spent so much time like grabbing collectibles and stuff that I have run out of time escorting somebody. I've gotten like a 30-second timer and been like, oh no, run for my life and never made it. The cool thing about this is these events here also pay out on a gold timer. So you can spend, provided it gives you enough time, you know, you could spend 12 minutes just with this person and get, you know, 0.32 gold. I think that's what some people don't realize that are newer to the game, that everything pays out on the same gold timer. Every activity, it doesn't matter. It's all time based.
They was looking for more girls to come help out around the house. Oh, the manor. Excuse me. Maid work and the like, and I think, why not? Anyway, I'm there making lunch, playing nice to that Mrs. Braithwaite. Nastiest, most wrinkled piece of flesh I ever laid eyes on.
I mean, she is a piece of work. All right, ma'am, get on.
I decided it's time to take my retirement early. Only one of her sons sees me pocketing some of it, and, well... Ma'am,
are you gonna get on this horse?
He looks, and I got out the window before he could even get a hand to his gun. Then I'm running until, well...
Okay, so you stole from them.
Don't even think for a second I'm belonging in any of this. That Sister Marion family deserves everything it gets.
I'm gonna push you in the water. Get on the back of my horse.
That about brings us up to right now. Sure appreciate you helping me out.
I'm gonna drown you in a minute. Like, get on. Man. Did you see that some of the guys that did that, I'm not going to try to say that heist, were from Saint Denis, Paris? Reddit fans had fun with that fact. I did not see that. I'm going to ride right by this one. We're going to cut through. I feel like some enemies are going to come attack us at some point. Shut up, woman. Get on my horse. Has anybody seen going around social media I'm not even going to be able to do it. But it's like the Red Dead thing, and it's like the weird song, and it's like I love my horsey and my horsey loves me, or whatever. John, or so look, Agent Ross is coming, or something like that. And it's the most ridiculous video, like Red Dead video of the horses being weird that I've ever seen. Shit's hilarious. Oh, where's my arrowhead?
What you doing?
Ma'am, try not to get lost. You'll be fine. You'll be alright. Don't let a little boar get you up there. I didn't grab that one. Ooh, is this one of the cups I need? I really just need to go. These are all marked incorrectly. No, I've got an ace. Okay.
You want me dead? Get moving.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what the name of it is. I need to find one. I should just share it in Discord. It's hilarious. Dun, 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 dun. We didn't have anybody come attack us. I'm surprised.
What you doing this for?
Literally, I'm nowhere near you, my guy. Relax. Relax.
That's enough. Quit it.
I mean, you walked in front of me. I'm just saying.
Hey, come on.
You can walk from here. Oh, I didn't jump. Shit. Why didn't my character jump? She was like, nah.
Go get scurvy.
Did you just tell me to get scurvy?
Hey, watch where you're going.
Is she trying to follow me? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Get your ass back over there. You better climb your butt back up this ladder. Ma'am. Ma'am. All you had to do was stay there. Alright, get on this horse. I'm taking you in. We need to get rid of her.
Smell that? Got a stink all of its own, Saint Denis.
Yeah, I mean, that's city stench. What docks are we taking her to? You're interrupting my collecting, ma'am. Oh, here we go. I don't know that I would call this the docks. The docks is where I just was. Oh, my horse is broken.
What you doing? You recognize the hurry here?
Walk into the yellow area. What are you doing?
Finally made it.
What are you doing?
This is for you. Reckon we must have gotten those breakaways real quickly.
You know what? $239 and $9.82. This is not worth it. We did get 0.16 gold though. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see. Collector's bag. Yeah, all this is marked for my like last collecting run. All right, let's see if we can get shot here in Saint Denis while in our bag. All right, so we need the page and we need the queen. swords. We need the 2 and page. It's funny because you can always tell the areas that like I don't collect in because I feel like that's why I never have these. Okay, cross off these. All right, wands. We need the 7. Am I standing in the way of this thing? And the 10. Am I? Yeah, they're trying to run me over right now, aren't they? Oh no, they're not. Look, I just came out of that for no reason. Come on, man. We just need the queen here. Nice. Alright, these are all random. Okay, what alcohol bottle do we need? We'll try to pick that up. Probably the,
Fine day, little miss.
anti-alcohol bottles. Probably the Irish Scotch whiskey, maybe. Irish whiskey. Wow, I have a Scotch and not an Irish. That's funny. Nine, 12, 15, 15. Okay, sweet.
No way.
Alright, so the Queen of Pentacles is actually literally right here. Perfect. So that's going to finish up a set for us. Nice. You guys have been working on this for so long. Alright, so that should be a whole pentacle set. Nice. Oh, the Irish is here. Look, look, we got some good stuff here. Okay. This is going to be up in this place. Fun fact, back then coffee was a luxury. They had something else for coffee. It wasn't good. If I remember, it was leftovers or something. It's funny to just as time goes on, the differences in what people see as like luxury versus not luxury, like even in dress and like hairstyles and stuff. I don't think I'll ever like coffee. Speaking of coffee. I don't even like the smell of coffee. I feel like if I liked the smell of coffee, like eventually I could learn to love the taste of coffee, but okay, I gotta remember, how do I get up here? It's been so long since I've gotten this one. This is not right. Where's my ladder? I need the ladder. Wow, it's been so long since I've been here to get this one. I cannot remember where the ladder is. Am I in the right spot? Am I missing it? This is totally not the right area. Okay. I'm in the wrong spot. I should be over here. That's what it is. I'm like, this does not look right. I'm in the totally or the wrong spot. Okay. Because there should be the ladder as soon as you walk in. How do I get out of here? I hate Saint-Denis. Hey, Corbin, how's it going? Special Memorial Day stream. That's right. I need to get out. Let me out. I remember the people that used to like to get into fights here. Oh, this is so much better. Like, yeah, this is it. Okay. And here's the ladder. And I was like, oh, fighting in Saint-Denis is the worst.
Not much been going on. I suppose mainly everyone's just working a lot.
I definitely hate fighting in cities in general. Okay, completed that set. Nice. Look at that. We are just moving right along. I guess I should mark. I don't want to accidentally go to a spot I don't need necessarily. Pretty sure I got the cherry wood comb. So let's just see. Okay, ivory hairpin. New Guinea rosewood hairbrush. Jade hairpin. Ebony hairpin. Boxwood comb. Tortoiseshell comb. Rosewood hairbrush. Okay. So there is a family heirloom insanity. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that because I only have one of it. So that'll be nice. Since I'm here. You drinking your morning coffee? I want to also be like, I want to be one of those people that like has a routine in the morning and like sometimes I'll do tea. But I feel so pretentious, like I'm a poser when I drink tea. Like I'm not really a tea drinker. So when I'm like having morning tea at the office, I feel like I'm such a fake. Like I'm not really doing this because I enjoy tea, rather because I feel like I have to. It's not true. There are some teas that I like, but I just don't like it enough to make it a daily habit necessarily. Probably my favorite hot drink in the world is hot cocoa. All right, on a 3-seater bench inside and to the right. I look at this house and I think, like, who would want to live in a house this big? Like, I know everybody's different, and I know there's people out there that would like be like, yes, I want to live in a house this big. Can you imagine how hard it is to clean this house? And drink your tea with your pinky up. That's right. Pinky up. If I was good at editing, I would make an edit with the DeLorean from GTA saying, where we're going, we don't need roads. Cuts to the characters standing in roads. Yes. I love it. Every time I think about going to roads, that's what I think of, is Back to the Future. Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Alright, any other collectibles close? Okay, if we go north, we have both the cups and another heirloom. So let's do that. Okay, everything's in a really good spot. I don't have to do a lot of traveling around. I can't imagine cleaning that house. No. It sounds terrible. Ooh, dark cherry banana avocado smoothie right now. Okay, I don't know about the avocado part. Like, I feel like you probably can't taste it, so it's fine. But the cherry and the banana and all that, yeah, that sounds yummy. Actually, one of my favorite things, I don't have a chocolate protein powder right now because I have found that vanilla protein powders tend to mix a little bit better. But chocolate protein powder with cherries and some almond or soy milk, because I don't do dairy. Yum. The cherry and the chocolate together is so good. Yes, same. I'd rather have a big garden than a big house. Like, I just want a little rancher, 1 story, you know, a bedroom, a decent kitchen. I want a big kitchen and like an office or a library, an office/library. That's all I need. And then, yeah, I'm terrible at keeping stuff alive, but I would love a garden if it could, if it would, if the plants would not die. Tortoiseshell come. F big houses, 1 room for each kid and a living room, 2 bathrooms, and a master bedroom and kitchen is all you need. Yes. I did forget the bathroom. By the way, my bathroom has to have a bathtub. A full-size bathtub. With hot water. Get a Japanese-style rock garden with no plants. I do like Japanese, like, rock gardens, yes. They're pretty. I just need somebody that can take care of the plants and like maybe a koi pond. Yes, and a bidet. That's right. And a bidet in that bathroom. It's got a nice sized bathroom with a bidet and a tub. Okay, that's all I need. I'm simple. I don't ask for too much. I'm a simple person. I don't need the big house and the big fancy car. I like just a modest living. I want a big garden so I have an excuse to ride on a lawnmower. Yes. It's actually good with avocado, and I imagine it would be. I don't know. I've never done an avocado in a smoothie. When I see big houses, some of the living rooms look like hotel lobbies. Yes, yes, we had that when I was growing up. We didn't have a particular like big house. It was like a split level. It was like two level. But we had like a living room that had like a fancy couch in it that we didn't really sit on. And I was like, what is the point of this? I just want a nice lived-in space, you know? Okay, grab this cup. What time is it? 10:47? Okay, we're still doing good. I'm gonna have to eat at some point. I ate at like 11 yesterday, 11:30 yesterday, and then I didn't eat the rest of the day. I did have a banana when I woke up this morning, but I probably should have an actual meal. I did have a good sized meal though, or at least for me. I don't like eat a lot at one time normally, so, but I had like, I cut up a potato and had fries. So I have a potato cutter thingy now, which is nice. And so I just like got that into slices, and baked them and then finished them off in there, or air fried them and finished off baking them, whatever combination. I forget what I did because they weren't quite done. And then I did get a Beyond Burger, which I don't do too often, but I thought on Memorial Weekend we'll get a Beyond Burger. I wish I had a grill to like cook it on because it would have been a little bit better. But a little bit of onion in the pan, and I'm not a huge fan of onions normally, but like I cooked a little bit of onion and then put the patty on top and like smushed it down. This should be, yes, okay, that's all of our cups, nice. And then a little slice of Violife on top. And so we had a burger and fries basically, but like homemade, so it wasn't terrible because I don't really cook with oil or anything. So the burger would have been the worst of it. But like I was really full after that, and then I just didn't feel like eating the rest of the night. If I had the money, I'd build the Addams Family house with an inside and outside garden and a nice sized garage. I do like places I see that have like the inside, or like the walls where you can see like the garden on the inside, or you can like reach it from the inside. And it's like in the middle of the house, but like outside still are pretty cool. What am I getting here? Diggable? My horse literally standing on it. I was it's like literally right here somewhere. Potato cake is yummy. I used to do potato pancakes. You have like mashed potatoes, and then the next day when you're having leftovers. Ooh, a Liberty Quarter is a good one. That's only my second one. That was a good one. And then you like smush them down into like pancakes. Where am I looking right now? Here? Okay, there's something else. I still need another card, I believe, right? Okay, we still need 2 wands. We got our cups. Oh, and the sword. So they must not be around here. So let's go grab this arrowhead, and then we'll go look for the other ones. Hey, Madsen, how's it going? Welcome. If I had the money, I'd buy a new... is that Miata? Until then, I'm saving up for a used red one. Buying cash means I can afford to own it comfortably. Buying cash... Like, I don't think people understand the power of saving and buying something with cash. So you're not paying interest. You're not, you know, you're just so much more financially better if you can do that. I'm terrible at that. I'm terrible at saving. I'm terrible at like saving up for what I want. I need to get better about it, honestly. Try potato pancakes with sour cream. I will say... Sour cream is one of the things. There's a couple vegan versions that are okay, but that's one of the tougher ones to replicate, I feel like. I don't know why either, but I just don't get the same taste that I remember. Cream cheese can be a little bit like that too, although I do have one go-to brand. BK streaming on the money, that's not something you see every day of the week. Remember 4 years ago? Yeah, I streamed on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in the mornings. I miss that. But yeah, I'm off today, so I could get a stream in. I do hope to start streaming a little bit more. I've got some... Gonna have a little bit more time, so I'll have a little bit more time to maybe invest and do that. We'll see how it goes. Also, I don't need a car. I just want this particular one, so until then I have no car. I really wish I could get away. I really wish I could live in an area where I could get away with no car and I could just like walk or bike. I just don't feel safe doing that here. There are bike lanes and stuff here, but drivers down here are crazy and I would just be scared for my life all the time. I wish I lived in a quieter like town instead of a city. I try to save my money and I'm still at $0. Every time I start to get a good amount of savings, something in life happens. And I get that's what you have savings for, but at the same time, it's like, I'd like to get some savings that I don't touch. That's just for emergencies, and I'm not there yet. I'm still rebuilding, so I'm still working on it. It'll happen at some point. Like, you know, I'll get past the rebuilding, like, changing careers phase, and I'll get a little more settled. She says, I'm broke. I feel that. Life is expensive. Your bike lanes are very bad over there. Yes, they are. They are very bad over here. There are some areas that are a little bit better, like they invest in it. I don't think this is one of those areas, though. Life is so expensive. My groceries now, I swear, every time I walk in there, I'm spending at least $75 for the week. And that's just for me. And that's not even like a full amount of food. That's with like stuff I already have at home and I'm just adding to. I'm like, 75 for the week is out of control. For like not a full week's worth of food. Ooh, gold quarter. Okay, okay. So I think it's the gold dollar that have the least amount of right now. Yep. I do have a full set of coins, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. So what is my... So gold dollar's my limiting. What's my next one? Liberty quarter, I only have 2. Gold quarters, I now have 3. So I wonder if my rare one shifted now, and my rare one's going to be... dollars. I still have 6 tokens, so that's not going to be it. So Liberty quarter is a little bit rare right now. Gold eagles I have 4, so there I'm good. So it's going to be the Liberty quarter and the gold dollar, it looks like. Sometimes when I sell all my sets, it like changes what my rare one is. All right, we're going to go grab... There's a card up here I need, but we're going to grab this Stiggable first, since I'm having some good luck with the random spots. Sad thing is I have a job. Sames. I mean, life's just like so expensive. Everything is so expensive. My rent literally takes up a paycheck almost an entire paycheck. That's crazy. My rent is so expensive down here. That just doesn't leave. So then I'm basically living off my other paycheck, and that's everything. That's my utilities, my phone, my internet, groceries. So like, what the hell is there left to save? Nothing. The answer is nothing. Joe says, I'm chilling with the ghost. I've been playing a little bit more Phasmophobia this weekend because there's a 2x event right now. So I'm trying to get out of the starter gear. But man, the new ghosts they added, they've definitely bugged up their game a bunch with the new update. There's a lot of bugs. I swear there's got to be a bug going on right now where ghosts just immediately come to you and kill you because it's happening so much to me. It's frustrating. And I don't know all of the new ghosts, so I'm still trying to learn them. Have you played Horizon 6 yet? It's set in Japan. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. Wow, there's just all sorts of noise going on out there. Can you guys hear that? That is so loud. What are they doing out there? I guess they're just mowing, but it sounded like much louder. Okay, 2 more swords. Nice. I'm probably gonna have to fast travel here soon, but we got another coin and another random dig spot up here, so I'm gonna grab those. See if we can't get another rare one. You have 4 gold quarters? Nice. How many gold dollars do you have? I'm always interested to see what are the rare ones for people. I feel like devs just do shadow updates to specific players sometimes and change it day by day. Ooh, another Liberty Quarter. Okay. So it's definitely going to be the gold dollar. I think that's going to be my rare one. It is wild how I'll go like a certain amount of time with something as my rare thing. And it normally is when I sell everything that it switches. So if we have a collector month and I sell all my sets and I go down to zero, that's when I find that it normally will swap. So for arrowheads, I've had times where the quartz is the rarest for me, times where the obsidian, and times where the agate is. And then coins, mostly my rarest has been the gold quarter, but it has been... No, it's mostly just been the gold quarter, actually. I think I maybe had the gold dollar once, was a little bit more rare. Five Liberty Quarters, nice. I used to play with someone they could never get a token. New York token. Okay, we got 8 of those. We didn't need any of those. Hey, Puma, how's it going? Okay, did I grab this sword? No, I did not. Okay, I gotta go back down. I missed... Oh, no, that's the hairbrush. Where is... We need another wand. We need 2 wands. Okay, the 2 wands are not in great areas. Could probably just go straight west. So one of the wands is here. You don't have a gold dollar yet. Okay, yeah, I do feel like the gold dollar is a lot of people's rare one. It just hasn't, in the past, been super rare for me. It's always been the gold quarter. But I think that was my 3rd gold quarter, right? So I'm actually doing a little bit better on those than the dollar. So I wonder if it's gonna swap here. And then that's pretty much the only one. I don't, as far as like the jewelry and stuff, I don't know what my rare ones are on the jewelry. I don't pay attention to those. I'm more likely to go for the coins and arrowheads than go for the jewelry spots. I don't know why. I never did look at the dailies. I did do cook season flaky fish, finish the showdown and shootout series, Indian tobacco pick, meats eaten, 9-banded armadillo skin, player kills with the Predator and showdown sheepskin. That's actually not terrible ones. They're actually not bad at all. We did get all the collector ones. It's actually pretty easy. And not, I won't say easy, but the showdown ones aren't super hard when it comes to showdown ones. Like finishing, as long as you are in before it starts. Actually, I think finishing one works even if you join late. It's the shooting that doesn't. So if you enter in the middle of the match, any of the kills you get, the shooting, so if we were to do the repeater kills, they wouldn't count. But if you would actually get the finish, I think, a showdown. Just so weird. The coding is so weird on this. 1800 gold quarter. For me, is that your rare one? Yeah, the gold quarter has always been my rare one, but I'm actually have more of those than the dollar right now. I'm actually at 3, and I'm only at $1. I just got my first dollar today. Now, to be fair, I have not been doing a lot of collecting, so it's not a good sample size to know if that's going to stay my rare one, because I've been so light on collecting. I don't know if I can get there going this way. It is amazing how beautiful this game is, and to think about how old it is now, too, technically, when it compares to other stuff coming out. Even Red Dead 1 graphically holds up. Not really sure where Rockstar GPS is taking me right now. I feel like I should have gone down and around the other side. When did Red Dead 1 come out? Red Dead 1 was 2013? Or is that when? Or 2010. Red Dead 1 was 2010. That's crazy. And then Red Dead 2 was 2018, I think. Yeah, 2018. I will get back on my main character when Collector Month is back. Have coins and arrowheads to finish only halfway. That's what I'm kind of doing right now. But I was really thinking, I was like, man, I really should hop on one of my secondary accounts and start building it up. I really should do that. I just love my horses on my main account and my character on my main account. So attached. Okay. So that's one. We need one more wand, and I believe it's up north. Yeah. It's up at Drago Magic, whatever his name is. Alright, let's think through our pathing here. We could go back down to the, yeah, we'll go back down to the road. That'll be the easiest way. This game is a screenshot simulator because you want to capture the clouds and sunsets over the same place so many times. Yes. I wish that Crimson Desert had a better camera because there's a lot of beautiful spots in there too. And the camera's just not fantastic. It's okay. It's still in beta, so hopefully they make improvements too. Horizon, though, I was capturing some really pretty photos on Horizon the other night. Oops. We made a wrong turn. Turn around. Turn around. No, we could have just cut through. Do 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 do. 0 goals in my alt account, but I do have 34 garment sets so far. I think on my, what I would want on my secondary account is just to build up my money a little bit, because I use my secondary account to get horses for videos, and I've depleted the funds on it basically. Because all I do is like get horses, discard them, get saddles, discard them. I don't like to do it on my main account as much because I'm attached to the horses. And not that I'm not attached to my secondary account, I just don't have full slots of attack. If I was playing all the time, I definitely would. But like, there are some horses on this account I'm just not going to get rid of. Astarion, I'm never going to get rid of him. I love Astarion. Like, I'm never going to discard him for my stables. Shadow, my Black Raven, I'm never going to discard him. Like, Belladonna, my Appaloosa, never going to discard. Like, there's just horses I'm not... Aragorn, I'm never going to discard him. So it does make it kind of tricky. Because this is where I have all the money. Like, I have all the money to discard and get horses here, but I don't want to. But I do. I do have some slots right now. I have freed up 2 slots for rotating horses at the moment. One horse I should never have gotten rid of, though, was that a cougar behind us? Hopefully it's attacking that NPC. Was my silver Turkmen, Senshi. I should never have gotten rid of him. I had him for a long time, too. Like, a really long time. Might have to get him back one day. Alright, while I'm here, we're going to go ahead and grab this diggable and the coin, and then we're going to figure out where our last card is. I think I just need one more card. I don't know why, but when I'm riding around, I always get the Man from Snowy River stuck in my head song. We need more horse slots and a donkey badly. We do. Although I feel like the donkeys might drive me slightly crazy. I love donkeys, don't get me wrong. But the noises they make. I used to play with a group of people, and they would get the donkeys and ride around on it, and I'm like, you're hurting that poor donkey, man. you're hurting it. It sounds like you're hurting it. It's like everyone. I love kittens, and I like cats, but like sometimes the meowing drives me insane. This is why I could never have kids too. I love kids. I love giving back to their parent at the end. Babies crying drives me insane. Everybody's like, oh, it's different when it's your own baby, and I'm like, props not. Crying baby is crying baby, whether it's yours or not. Maybe your maternal instinct allows you to ignore some of that, but it's still a crying baby. All right, where do we need to go now? What am I missing? I'm missing the other sword, maybe? Or, yeah, 2 swords. All right, we're going to go to Tumbleweed. My dream Red Dead update would be a trader rule expansion where you have a ranch and you can have a donkey, which is not a farm animal. Yes. That would be, if they could do anything, updating the trader rule to give you a ranch, to be able to have property and ranch and have your horses out in like the paddock. And also to have more horse slots and more horses. That would be fantastic. Like, that would be just what I wanted. I would love for them, I would have loved for them to do more with the naturalist role too, in terms of like photo competitions and like photos for money and gold. I think they could have done some cool things with that they didn't. But 100% like a ranch and the ability to like plant crops and like have your ranch and have your horses and your donkeys and your cows and all that. That would be fun. You know, you can do that in Crimson Desert. So it's like, it's definitely something that is doable and not in a too hard, like, I don't know. Like, they have it. You can plant, you can grab goats and bring them out to your farm. I don't have cows so far, but I have goats. I have goats and chickens and planted trees and like You can have all that in your camp in Crimson Desert. So I was like, come on, Rockstar, you could do it. You could do it in Red Dead. Now, Crimson Desert is not a multiplayer game, so that does add, you know, difficulties, of course. Okay, that should be... Oh no, we still need one more. Okay. I thought that was my last one. I think a ranch could be more based, Red Dead 2, with all the roles. Essentially, like you're a naturalist, you can either rehab animals or grow the herbs needed for the tonics. That would be so cool. I accidentally saved a new playthrough of the oldest, so I have to catch up with where I was in Crimson Desert. Oh no! That's so sad. I watched a streamer do that early on when they had that weird save system in place, which I had totally done before too. I had accidentally, like, loaded instead of saved on the old. I'm glad they changed it for the better. And somebody lost like a lot of hours doing it. I felt so bad for them. I'd be so sad. Like, they had lost so much progress because of that. So that was definitely an improvement that they made, was how they save. Alright, so there's an arrowhead up here, and then I need to figure out what this last sword is. We didn't get any good arrowheads today. We got mostly raw arrowheads. But we did get some good coins, which was nice. Okay. I think it's one more sword we need, so let's check. So wands were at 14, cups were at 14, swords were at 13, and pentacles were at 14. Okay, so where's my last sword? Let's hide everything and just show the swords. Oh no, I wonder if we already got it today and we just... No, because we would have one. It's not on this list. Where is it? It's not here. Which one do I need again? Okay, swords. So I need the 9. Maybe I must not have marked it because it's not highlighted red here. Okay. Swords. We need the 9. I did not mark it. Okay. Oh no, we were right by it. It's in Saint Denis. Okay, that's fine. We were literally right there when we got the family heirloom. It's okay. All right, so we're gonna go back to Saint Denis, and it's the one right here. Hey Shadow, you have a question? I might have an answer. I just got past the Crow anime, so I'm mostly catching up. I do have some issues getting the Black Horse again. Yeah, the Black Horse was one of the Red Horse actually was easy compared to the Black one. The Black one was the hardest for me. I do feel like I don't remember reading into the patch notes, but I do feel like they made taming a little bit easier, or I just got lucky. I don't know. The Crow boss ended up not being as hard as I thought it was going to be because I have this lightning spear thing. But I know I'm going to start to encounter bosses that I have difficulty beating if I don't start working on my gear. If I had money to build a house, I would bring back some American jobs. Yeah. Job situation right now is a little bit crazy over here. I had tried to sell sets to Madam, but could not figure out how to do it. You can sell full sets at the if you have a full set you're trying to sell, you can sell it at any like where you pick up your mail, so like any post office, or you can go to her and sell. And if you go to her, you can also sell individual pieces. I I can go to where she is and sell something. Oops. Wait a minute. Are we on the right or the left? Are we up these stairs? You're talking Madame Nazar, right? For collections? I'm stuck. She pays more for the full set, you know. That's a lie. Well, I mean, she pays more for the full set, but also the post office pays just as much for the full set. But yes, she does pay more for the full set than just individual pieces. I discovered my favorite spear in this playthrough, though. It's the Soul Spear. It's amazing for crowd control. I wonder which one I have. Your spear doesn't have lighting on it, right? I don't know what mine's called. Probably something of the righteous, something or other. I am using the curved blade. What did I get from the crow guy? I may have gotten it from the crow guy. So I'm using that, and I've got a couple gears slotted. And it's not bad. And I would rather use either a sword and a shield, or I haven't tried a sword. I'm assuming you can do a sword and a sword, which I haven't tried yet. I do like that because it's faster. I do like that better than a two-handed weapon. But I can't deny this spear is one of the better things I have right now. All right, so let's go back to Tumbleweed because she is, I think she's in plain view, right? Show all. Yes. Wasn't she just in plain view? She's back in plain view. It's very ghost-like in appearance, like you can see through it, and when it finishes, an enemy sprays ores. Ooh, interesting. I might have to look into that. All right, so let's head south. Ooh, she's actually on my map today. Nice. Everybody is always like, if you collect one thing, she'll show up on your map, and I'm like, that's not true. Sometimes she does. What I need to do is just, like, look up some videos of, like, it's not even... I can use anything I have right now. I just need to figure out what to slot in it. That's best. So what is happening, Shadow, when you go to sell to her? Is it like saying something, or it's just like grayed out, or it's not letting you? I remember someone saying they had a siphon for health, spirit, and stamina on one weapon, but I just tried it for the furs and anguish, and I think they cancel each other. Oh, you can't find the whole sets to sell? Oh, you mean you're trying to, like, get a whole set to sell to her, so you don't have a full set? Is that what you're saying? So, what, are you, like, new to collector role? Is this, like, you just... Am I in the right spot? I could have sworn I was in the right spot. I definitely did not ride the right spot. Oh, so I get impatient and sell the individual. Gotcha. Okay, so you're trying to locate full sets. Okay, so in the collectibles, every cycle, so a cycle is like, what, 24 hours or whatever, the collectibles are going to be in a certain spot on the map, and then the cycle will change. Oh, you do have the whole sets. So they should be at the top. When you go to sell, the full sets will be at the top when you go to sell to her. But you have to have a full set of, like, so right now in my bag, if you see here where it says wands, you can see at the very bottom of this black square, it says collected 14 out of 14. And here I have 2 sets because there's a 2. So I have 2 full sets of arrowheads. And if you click and you can see, because where you see I have like 7, 9, 10 of these, I only have 2 agate and quartz. So these are my, like, limiting. That's why I only have 2 sets of that. But when you go to sell to her, anything that you have a full set of is at the very top of this. Now, you can also go to the post office, and you can sell directly there. But yeah, so here you can sell individual pieces. So what I do is if I'm like at 10 of something, I'll sell down so that I don't, if I'm collecting with people, I won't bug it out, but also just so I can pick stuff up. But otherwise, the top is where you'll find the full sets.
Selling these as a set, you know. Quite
Sell a couple along here.
mundane, but I will take it. Charming but commonplace.
What if I eat a tarot card in front of Madame Bazaar? She probably won't care. But yeah, here's where I would sell a full set. So here I can sell a full set of eggs for $182.50. Boom. Now, if you don't want to mess with that, just go to a post office, and the same thing is, but you'll only be able to sell the full set. You won't be able to sell individual pieces. But if you go to a post office, then the only thing that will show up was anything that you have a full set of. So I'm just going to go to Blackwater. So it can be a little bit easier to see which ones are your full sets if you go to a post office, because again, that's all that will show up, I believe. I'm going to double check here real quick and make sure.
Welcome back.
So if we just go send mail, so you're just gonna post clerk here, send mail, and then this is all of your full sets that you have to sell. So I don't want to sell any others because I'm trying to build up my collections right now. But this is everything, and you can, and it goes directly to her. So this is like the money. You get the same amount of money that if you went to her, but you can just go to a post office, go to mail items, and you can sell it for the amount. Collect deliveries while I'm here. Oh, I can't collect deliveries. Okay. Now, keep in mind when you go to sell that the very first thing, if you have a full collection for the weekly collection, is going to come in here first. If you sell that, it takes away the amount from the rest of your sets. And so you might not be able to, like, maybe the set has something I needed for a coin, and now I can't sell a full coin set because it's taking a coin for this one. You get less money. So make sure you don't sell that Veterans collection unless you've checked to see what it is. And you know it's not taking away something important. So in this case, the Veteran Collection is the 1792 quarter, the Old Town Gin, and the Aubrey Onyx Ring. So if I were to sell this right now, I would get, what was it, $80? I would get $80 for this. But then I would not be able to sell my alcohol bottles for $160.50 because I only have one Tom Gin right now. And so I want to make sure I don't sell that because I'm missing out on basically like $80 right there. So yeah, I've accidentally done that before and it drives me crazy because a lot of times those weekly sets will use something that is on the rare side. Tarot card tastes better than oat cakes. Oh man, I should have bought Current while I was there with her because I need to make golden cookies. And that's so much easier than going and gathering a bunch. I could still gather a bunch. Let me pick hay, and I'm getting hungry, so I think I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up here for the day. Let's see, let's buy some hay. I need hay and beets in here. We'll get carrots while we're at it. Why not? Let's give Astarion. Where's Astarion? Let's give him some gold cores. Say good morning. Good morning and good night. Is anybody old enough to remember the TV show? Oh, dude, what was it called? Was it just Dinosaurs? Yeah, Dinosaurs. With the, not the mama or whatever. I keep getting the short where it's like the very last episode where they're basically entering an ice age and the baby's like, what's gonna happen to us? And they're like, we don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. And then the very last scene is like the newscaster guy, and he's like logging off for the last time, and he's like, and goodbye. I'm like, can you please stop showing me this reel? It's depressing, man. It's so depressing. I was like, man, that so I thought about it too, because we were talking about what's her name? Is it Judith Barcy? I'm not sure if that's how you say her last name, but she basically played in Jaws the Revenge. And then the biggest thing I know her from is All Dogs Go to Heaven. She was the voice. But I forgot that she voiced Ducky in Land Before Time. And of course, the story of her was terrible because she was a child actor. Her dad was not a good person and ended up killing her and her mom and himself when she was like 10 maybe. And it was this huge horrible thing that when it was going on. But I forgot she had done Land Before Time as the voice of Ducky, so I started watching it the other day, or was it last night or the night before? 2 nights ago. And Jude, you just forget how traumatizing movies were back then. I was like, I forgot when Littlefoot's mom gets into the fight with the Sharptooth that you can actually see the bites in her right before she dies. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so terrible. Hey Reese's, how's it going? Happy Memorial Day to people in the US. I can't believe people are still playing the base game. Most people are in Red Dead 2 Red Dead servers these days. Mailing items saves time, energy. Yeah, so I'm not on PC, so I can't be in a Red Dead server. That would be fun, I think, but yeah. I just don't have the PC to handle it, unfortunately. You do have to be a little bit more careful on PC too. I guess Red Dead servers you would be fine, not being out in the base game with like modders and hackers and stuff. Dinosaur was a TV show, and it basically followed like this family, and the guy, I forget what the name of the company was he worked for, but it was centered around a family. So there was like the dad dinosaur, the mom dinosaur, and their kids. And he worked somewhere, and he made like, I remember at the end, I don't remember too much about it, but I remember he made like a bad decision. And it either killed out an insect or did something where it basically led to the Ice Age. And so he was basically responsible for the destruction of dinosaurs. Because like at one point he's like, dinosaurs have been around for hundreds of millions of years. We wouldn't really just disappear, would be? And it's like the most somber, sad thing ever to watch. All right, we'll grab some currants here, make a few golden cookies. Yeah, there was the baby. What did he used to say? It was like, not the mama or something? Not the mama? I can't remember. Hey, Mr. Braga, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I don't know why I keep showing up in Reels. My Instagram Reels are trying to depress me right now. All right, how many golden cookies can we make? Can make 4 golden cookies. 1, 2. Mr. Braga, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you. If you were already subscribed, that's just my stream elements being weird. If you weren't, thank you so much. Was that 4? All right, we need some more current. We actually found quite a bit of current going that way. That was nice. It's a good current spot all through there. Let's see if we get a couple more. I forgot it takes 4 whole current. I'm doing okay. I'm having a bit of a rough weekend, so I wanted to come hang out with you guys for a little bit. We can make 1 more because this is 6. I think I had exactly enough to make 4. The funny thing about the golden cookies is I love to have them, but they do not last sometimes. It's weird how sometimes it'll last forever, and then sometimes you'll like be riding and like 3 seconds later it's gone. It's so inconsistent. The nice thing is you can go buy golden currants or currant if you don't want to pick it up. Or you can just grab both the golden and the black currant work for the recipe. We're just getting a lot, all the spawns. This is when you know that Golden Current is not a daily. When all the spawns are here and it's all the spawns of 3. How am I picking this without getting on my horse? It's one of the skills. It's one of my favorite skills. Does anybody know, did this come from Naturalist or Collector? I feel like it came with Collector, right? Probably. Here it is. Okay, so if you have the collector role, once you get past rank 11, so once you get to rank 12, I believe, read this pamphlet, Equine Assistance, and you can collect from horseback. So, hey Cap, how's it going? So you can just walk up to items, whether it's a collectible item or if it's something like that, like a, Oh, was it Naturalist? Was I a Naturalist, not Collector? I'm such an idiot. Sorry, my brain's not working today. Did I go all the way over to... No, that was Collector, right? Was I a Naturalist? No, I'm... Equine Assistance. Learn to collect items from horseback, right? Am I losing my mind because like 3 people has said Naturalist now? But I'm in Collector role. So, right? I'm not losing my mind. It is Collector role. You're only rank 5. Collector role ranks up so fast. You'll be there in no time. But yeah, as soon as you get here, read the pamphlet and you'll be able to collect from horseback. It's so cool. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. I'm not losing my mind though, right? That's collector role. You guys all witnessed it. You can see it. Hey Cassie, how's it going? I'm trying to find something else to collect and now there's nothing here. Here we go. Yeah, so when you walk up, you'll just get the prompts. So I'm on PlayStation, so it's square for me. And yep, you can just pick, and they pick it for you. And you don't even have to get down. It's one of my favorite things they added. Because I don't have to, like, ride to something, get off, pick it up. You know. You feel like death right now? I'm sorry to hear that. You're still in the prologue of Red Dead Online? I have done that prologue many times. I am stoned. Fancy bow. He's on the Arabian too, look at that. And he didn't shoot me. I mean, he could still, but... Okay, oh wait, here we go, some more. Wow, I mean, I've come across like patches of 6 like a couple times. This is good. I do need to like... I'm running low on resources because I don't hunt too much anymore. So I do need to start like building my resources back up too. My stomach feels like a knife's going through and it hurts like hell to breathe. Well, that sucks. You should go to the doctor if you're like concerned. That's crazy. Hope the blue tokens are more useful soon. Probably not. You technically, if you buy everything for the role, you should have 0 blue coins. I just haven't unlocked everything because there's stuff I don't care about that I've just never unlocked the thing, whatever it is. Wow, I must have needed a lot of time because you get 2 each. So that was what, 12? Sucky part, it's 1:30 a.m. Don't hesitate though, like if you're concerned. You have hospitals in the area if you need it. Dude, we got so many current. I have as much current now almost as I can make 1 less because I only have 27 current versus 28. The hospital's an hour drive. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I hope you feel better soon and don't hesitate to get help if you need it. All right, let's see how many that gives us. $13 golden cookies. Ambulance rides can be very expensive. Yes, they can. They can be very expensive. That's why I'm like, unless I'm unconscious, please let me drive there myself. It's not food poisoning because you haven't eaten. Is it a... Do you still have your appendix? Appendix would be like right-sided pain. Kidney stone would usually be like right or left, but toward the back. Appendix is out. Mine too. Lost my appendix when I was 20-something. Kidney stones do hurt like hell, and it made me vomit as well. But I'd never had one before, so I didn't know what it was. And with the positioning of where the pain was, I was concerned that it was related to like my ovaries. So I did end up going to the hospital. And of course I get there and the woman's like, yeah, you probably just have a pulled muscle. Like this is probably a muscular strain in your back. I'm like, fucking lady, I know what back issues are. I've pulled muscles in my back before. Like I've been in physical therapy for it. I've had a lot of issues related to my back. I was like, this is not the pain of a strained muscle. Get out of here. Then they took an x-ray and she's like, oh, you have a kidney stone. I was like, well, I'm glad it's not something more serious. And they gave me a bunch of medication to help break it up. But I was in so much pain. I made it almost all night too. Like I made it almost all night. And then I threw up a couple times and I was in so much pain. Finally, I was like, Mom, I need to go to the hospital. Can you take me to the hospital, please? Wonder what the horse son would look like after that much current. I'm reading a book right now where the girl, like, she can't die, but she'll eat, like, is it belladonna she's eating? And it'll, like, where it would kill most people, she goes into, like, a state where she can see death, where she's in, like, the other world where death is. And they're trying to solve a mystery together. I was like, I wonder what that looks like from an outsider's perspective. You just eat something that should kill you. Do you just, like, go unconscious for a little bit? As a Scandinavian, the American healthcare system sounds dystopian. I mean, it definitely is not perfect and it needs help, but it's also not as terrible as some places or some people make it out to be. Like, one of the plus sides of healthcare in America is, like, I can call and make an appointment and I can get an appointment somewhere without having to wait. For the most part. The problem is the regulation over here. So because some people have healthcare, some people don't have healthcare. So what doctors and hospitals do is they charge a ridiculous amount because they want to charge the most they can so that the health insurance will pay the most possible. So instead of having rates that, like, everybody knows and it's the same rate no matter where you go and, like, what you're having done, it's very unpredictable and it makes it unpredictable. So if you don't have healthcare, you're paying a lot of money, but sometimes you can actually end up paying less than if you do have healthcare just because of certain rules and stuff that are in place. So it's definitely needs work, but it is nice that, like, if I have an emergency, like, I can go and get care, or if I need to schedule with a doctor somewhere, like, I can call and get an appointment. It's worse for a guy because the stone has to come out the pee hole is the size of a marble. Yeah, it's pretty painful for a woman too, I'm not gonna lie. It's still gonna pass through tiny tubes. May have a little bit less to have to go at the end there. But I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty painful. Okay, is this my brother? Yes. Is this my brother saying hi? I think my mom's got his ninja CLS. Hello, what's up? Oh, and my mama. That was during COVID craziness and I couldn't go in with you. Was that during COVID? I forgot. Yeah, that hurt. That was a pain. I'd never had one before. Oh, C. Simmons is Luke. Hey, Luke, what's up? I was like, I didn't know. I've never seen that before. Hey, Luke, I'll try not to curse. I'm going to be wrapping up here soon, but... What's up? What you doing? You guys hanging out today? Do you guys get together for Memorial? You guys have family stuff, Memorial stuff? I was just saying how I missed you guys. I had my appendix removed Easter Monday 2 years ago. When I had my appendix removed, I was in my early 20s and it was a Sunday. And so they had to cut me open. They couldn't do it laparoscopically for some reason. I don't remember if it's true that they said they needed 2 doctors to do it laparoscopically, or they just couldn't do it back then because it was so long ago. I don't even know. Oh, you're welcome, Shadow. Have a great rest of your day. Happy to help. We treat emergency here too. If you sprain your ankle, you just need to wait an hour or 2. Yeah, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying, like, compared to some places, I know there are some places in the world where trying to get an appointment in a doctor can take a really, really long time. And so, you know, one of the benefits here is you can typically get an appointment pretty quickly. Obviously, emergency is different. Like, yeah, emergency, you need to be treated right away. Mine was laparoscopic, luckily. Yeah, mine was not. I got a huge scar. You're staying with Grams. Nice. What have you guys been on the, is it the 4-wheelers you guys are doing there? I saw some pictures the other day. Alright, I think I got all the sets that I want. You have 3 small scars? Yeah, so I have that on my knee where I had a knee scope done when I was younger. Go-kart. Nice. So yeah, I've got the 3 little scars there, but no, I've got a straight up massive scar on my abdomen. They didn't have 2 surgeons, which apparently needed to do it. Yeah, that's so crazy. That makes no sense to me. I have this huge scar because it was a Sunday where I lived, where there weren't 2 doctors available. As like 1 doctor couldn't do it laparoscopically. I wonder if the doctor was like young or inexperienced? Maybe they didn't know how. They're like, the only way I know how to do this is cut you open. I wasn't sure if I made that up, if that was something I made up in my mind, that there were not 2 doctors. Alright, any last collectibles to get up here? Let's see, we'll go for this one last coin all the way over here since we're all the way almost to Big Valley. Oop. I might get shot because I just stopped in the road here and there's like an wagon going by. Ha, that's funny. I mean, I may have shot first because I'm just like sitting there and like they're doing a... I didn't mean to use a golden cookie there. Okay, it didn't. I don't think it took. I meant to give me a cookie. Oh, Luke, thanks for subscribing. Sweet. I can't remember the doctor, but they had to do it. We couldn't wait. So stupid. Yeah. I do remember that. I remember how much pain I was in. That was like the most pain I've been in. I had been into that point. I remember thinking, because I remember that day clearly. I remember going, I don't know, who did I go with though? I don't actually remember who I went to the mall with, but we went to the mall, we hung out, we did stuff. We got pizza at that little pizza place in the mall. It was delicious. And by the time I was leaving the pizza place, my side was already hurting and I just thought it was the pizza. I was like, oh man, my stomach's hurting. And then I remember you and Dad went out somewhere and the pain just got worse and worse and worse. I remember just laying on the couch up in that living room I was talking about earlier that had the couch nobody sat on. And I just remember being in so much pain. It's like, I do not like this. I remember freaking out when they put the oxygen mask on. I don't remember too much from the act. I remember they made me drink. So they gave me Demerol, which apparently they don't even use anymore, and it made me throw up. I do remember that. And I remember Demerol from watching ER, but apparently nowadays they don't do Demerol because it can cause nausea. And so I remember they gave me Demerol for the pain. It made me throw up. And then they made me drink that chalky stuff so they could take like a CT. And that stuff was nasty. And I had already like thrown up and was hurting. And I was like, this is the worst day ever. I hate this. I hate everything. Yeah, I don't really like stuff being on my face either. Oh. Okay, it did give in to me, but I thought my character was going to bug out there. When my children say kidney stones are more painful than giving birth, I don't know about that. I've never given birth, but that feels like it would be pretty painful. I mean, kidney stones, it was painful, but like... And I've only ever had the one, so I don't know what caused it, because I've only ever had the one. And I was older when I had it, like, during COVID, so I would have been in my 30s. I remember waking up at 3 a.m. starving. I remember apparently people came to visit me in the hospital and I just didn't wake up. I guess I was still waking up from the after effects of like anesthesia and stuff. That's such a scary thing to think about. You're under anesthesia and you can't just like wake up. C-section scars or kidney stone scars? Which ones are more bigger? I mean, I don't have a scar from kidney stones because, you know, you pass it. I guess if you have to have surgery, you know, it would maybe... My appendectomy scar is massive because it wasn't laparoscopically, so it's like a huge scar. You don't have anyone with you? Do you have any family coming back soon, Cassie? I imagine a C-section scar would be pretty big, though. Gotta get a whole baby out. Gotta get a whole baby. I remember the doctor saying, open your eyes. When I was asleep, can you imagine, like, having surgery and, like, being under, but then, like, coming out of the anesthesia before the surgery is over? That's, like, my worst nightmare. Rip Van Winkle type stories. Dude, I just can't even imagine. Can you imagine, like, now we're just gonna get super Morris, being in a coma and, like, not being able to wake up, but, like, being conscious and, like, knowing what people are doing around you? Oh my god, that's gotta be the worst. I think I'd rather just, like, not be aware. Dude, look, though, if I'm on life support and there is no hope of me waking up, you yank that cord, man. Let me go. Let me go. I don't know how all that works with, like, your soul and everything, but, like, yeah, please, let me go. Ooh, there's a bunch of coins right here I'm gonna grab. Yeah, if you're in, like, a lot of pain, like, it's better safe than sorry. I know you said the hospital was, like, an hour away, but do you have, like, can you call 911? Like, whatever your version of 911 is? Like, call emergency services? Ooh. Okay. I feel like we're getting ready to bug out. My character's been a little weird about this last couple times. Zero is ours. I always remember the line, is it Santa Claus? Where he's like, do you know how to dial 911? And he's like, yeah, 911. I think that's one thing when you travel out of country. That's something that you should know. Like, in that country you're going to, what is their emergency line? Because you never know, you might need it. I don't like stuff being on my face either. I can't even imagine, like, scuba diving. I've been watching a lot of, like, cave diving and, just cave, whatever they call the other one. So the ones where you're underwater in a cave and the one where you're just in a cave. Watching videos where things go horribly wrong. I don't know, just because I like to torture myself, I guess. But there were these two guys that were, like, arguing over which one was more dangerous, and people were saying that cave diving was safer than, or like underwater cave diving was safer than regular caving. And I was like, I looked up the statistics and I was like, that is not true. That is not true. And, like, I understand what they were trying to say, because they were like, obviously you don't have an unlimited amount of air, but if there's something happens, you do have air to breathe. Whereas if you're in a cave and there's, like, a flood happens and you're stuck, like, you won't necessarily have air if the compartment fills up. So, like, I get that. But statistically speaking, there are more accidents in underwater cave exploration. Also, anybody who explores caves in general, you're crazy. You're crazy. I watched an interesting documentary over the weekend. What was it about? Cave divers, when they have a family with a happy wife, two adorable kids when they see a cave called the Devil's Kidney Stone. Yeah, I don't understand. You can actually do, so I watched a video the other day, you can do a VR version of the, like, what was it called? Like the Nutty Putty Cave or whatever? Yeah. So that's the cave. They actually sealed up because John Edward Jones went in there. And basically you have to... So there were these passages you would have to crawl through that were so tight that you would have to like wiggle and squeeze your body through, and he thought he was in, there's a passage called the birth canal. That's why it's called the birth canal, because it's like a squeeze to get through. And that's where he thought he was to go into another part of the cave, but he wasn't. He was in an unexplored tunnel that was also very tight, but it was so tight. It kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter as he kept crawling through. And then he ended up head down in this space that was like a dead end, and they couldn't get him out. They couldn't rescue him or get him out. There was nowhere to maneuver or do anything there. And I'm just like, what in your brain makes you think this is a good idea? I'm going to go into this cave where I have to squeeze my body through, and I have to like breathe out so I have enough space to get through. And you're like, this is a good idea, right, Ju? I'm like, no, thank you. And the comments are always hilarious on those videos, because it's always like, I've survived however old they are. I've survived 47 years without dying in a cave by simply driving by them when I see them. And I was like, facts. I was like, why on earth? What? I don't know. I don't know what makes you think, oh yeah, this is fun. I was like, I can understand walking into like an open cave that's like a huge open area that's just like right at the entrance, but like to go through those areas and squeeze your body through, no thank you. No thank you. Scuba diving is fun, but you gotta be okay with the weird feeling of the air pressure entering your mouth and lungs. Yeah, that's why I don't think I could. I think I would be too claustrophobic for it. I would love, don't get me wrong, I would love to do it. I think it would be so cool to like be underwater and like see all the beauty and like all of that, but I just think I'd be too claustrophobic for it. As they say, curiosity kills the cat. Yeah. Sometimes too, it's like arrogance. You're like, oh, nothing will happen to me sort of a thing. Skydiving. Skydiving is better. Skydiving, not scuba diving. I wouldn't want to jump out of a plane either. I guess I'm just too boring for some people, maybe. Give me a... the most I would want to do in terms of like... Look, I love outside. I would love to go to really cool places and do some hiking at different like... you know, parks around the states or even out of country. Like I would go out of country and I'd love to just explore the landscape and go hiking and see the wildlife. That's about as daredevil as I'm gonna go, honestly. Like, I don't, and it's not even the, like what, okay, I get it. If I die, I die. But I'm just like, I don't find that stuff fun. Like feeling my stomach dropping and like being, I don't know, this stuff's not fun to me. So like jumping out of an airplane has no appeal for me, and that's okay. So give me the nature and the wilderness and the hiking, and then let's come home to a fireplace and read a book or play a game, snuggle, you know. That's and there are places of the world I'd like to explore, but at the end of the day, I do really like being home too. I like the comfort of sleeping in your own bed, you know. In California, there's a thing with the chemical plant happened where people leave their homes. I did hear something. I don't know if that was what I was hearing. Somebody said they were right on the edge of the mandatory like evacuation zone for that. I didn't realize it was in California. That's crazy. Hopefully everybody's okay. I didn't actually hear what was going on, but just, yeah, some kind of chemical something or chemical spill. We recently had a bunch of wildfires here where some people were evacuated because the wildfires were kind of out of control. All right, do you have an animal in here that is gonna murder me? Oh no, it's a little deer. We're fine. I always feel bad when it's like a wolf or something and they come out and they immediately start to try to attack you. Sometimes you have to kill them. This can be a good spot to loot for perfect pelts. You loot these guys, so when you have that daily. these poachers a lot of times. That was only a good raccoon, but sometimes they'll have perfects. Only good ones. Come on, what kind of trappers are you guys? Actually, they're not trappers. They're poachers. That's why we're killing them. Damn poachers. Ooh, we got an arrowhead too. Nice. I'm surprised they only had good pelts though. That's crazy. Okay, bye Cassie. I hope you feel better. I hope it's nothing serious. Let's all go to the Ukraine 6 reactor and blast music inside. I don't know what that is, but that does not sound pleasant. Hey, Logan. Got everybody there. You guys having fun? How's the weather up there right now? We just had this massive storm come through, which we needed rain. Man, the lightning last night was crazy. It's hot out today. It's kind of like muggy out there today. But it's not raining, which is nice. Guys gonna do any grilling? Grilling some food? I think the biggest thing I miss from up north, besides like fall leaves, is like bonfires and stuff. I'm like, my coworkers and I, he just wanted to hear you say his name. My coworkers and I were going to do a bonfire earlier this year when it was still kind of cool outside, but there was a burn ban in place. I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. It's 12 o'clock. I should eat something. I haven't really eaten since yesterday. I had a banana this morning, but other than that, I haven't really eaten a meal since yesterday at noon. So I think I'm going to log off and go get me some food. It's raining and has been for 4 days. It's also cold. Oh, no. So I guess you guys are staying inside then. It's been really hot down here. It's been in like the 90s. But we do need the rain. It's crazy. They were playing Monopoly. I miss board games. I wish I wish I was up there with you guys right now. Thanks guys for hanging out. Like I said, I was off today so I could do a weekday stream. I am going to try to do some evening streams. I know for all my friends across the pond I'm chatting with right now, that's not going to really work for you, but since my schedule hasn't really changed, I'm going to have to, that'll be the only other time I can do. But we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know if I try to stick with specific days or if I just kind of try to throw some in, but bye Luke, bye Logan, bye Mama. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great week at work if you're going, or just a great week in general. And hopefully I'll see you guys back here Saturday for some more Red Dead Online. Bye, everybody.